everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Lifestyle Gardener. Today I am going to be sowing some seeds. I am a bit late to start off with some of these seeds, but because of lack of time and things comes up and the lack of energy that I have, sometimes health reasons, I'm a little bit behind of doing this, but it's better a little bit late than never. So last time I made a video about sowing some, that I'm going to start sowing some seeds. Since then it was only the bitter melon seed that I planted. I didn't plant any other seed. And today is the 12th of March. So I have a ton of seeds that I'm going to have to plant today because I'm behind. I have some backup plan in order to grow some of these things if the fruits start growing later on in the season, to maybe have some kind of way to cover them, to grow them. If they just start like the peppers, the eggplant, and maybe the Brussels sprout, those things, if they start coming on later than what it would normally come, I have a backup plan to cover them during to extend the season of them growing, so I could harvest some fruits from them. So today, right now, I want to plant some peppers and some herbs and some leafy greens. I'm going to move the camera down so that you can see what I got here. So basically I have these greenhouse tray. That's what they call them. And they look like this after I poured water in it, and then it expand like this. The last 3 rows right here, I planted bitter melon. I planted it in February, but I didn't use the heating pad, so it's taking a little bit longer to sprout. But I used the toothpick, and I was playing inside the trays with here. I was playing inside of each one of them to see if the seeds started to sprout, and I see that I saw that the seeds, they're starting to open up, so it is sprouting. I am eventually going to starting tonight, I'm going to start to use the heating mat. I have these kind of heating mat. The heating mat is good to use to help to sprout your seedlings earlier inside than if you don't use it. The seeds will sprout, but they will sprout at a later rate if you don't use it during the winter. I have 2 of these tray this size, and I have 1 tray that is smaller. You're supposed to use it for herbs. I'm going to use that to plant some of my herbs in. But the way I set up, I'm going to set up this tray. The way I'm going to set up this tray, I'm going to put this tape at the front so I know which side is the front. So that's where I put the tape. I'm going to turn it around. And then I make a chart of all of the things that I want to plant inside the tray, according to how many I think they use pea moss in here, how many pea mosses in the tray. So I have about 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. I have 16 in here, so I make 16 squares, and I put the number at the top and numbers at the side to let me know which one I'm growing in each row. And then on the chart I put the seeds that I want to put in each row, so I know exactly what I'm growing. So I'm going to start at the top, and I'm going to plant the Brazilian starfish pepper. I'm going to put one seed. I'm going to plant 2 seed and 1 seed in each one of them, because I never have a hard time sprouting pepper seeds, so I don't need to put more than 1 seed. If 1 come up, that's good for me. If 1 of each pepper variety come up, that is okay with me, because you guys know I only have a small space. I'm thinking if I run out of space, hopefully I probably can plant it in somebody's yard, or maybe I can give it away. But I always tell you guys to plant more than what you need, because sometimes, for some odd reason, sometimes the seeds doesn't sprout. I try to stick to that rule unless I run out of growing containers. So what I'm doing, I'm putting the seed in each one of them, and then I'm gonna put then I use the toothpick to bury it in the pea moss. The next plant I'm gonna plant is a habanero seed, habanero pepper. So each one of these pepper plants, I'm gonna plant 2 seeds. Thing when you have health problem, you just have to keep pushing yourself to do what you need to do. You can't give up. At the same time, you have to listen to what your body say to do. It's a challenge. I could have been a lot worse. Thank goodness I'm not sick like some people, you know. Just I have a little health problem. It's nothing life-threatening, thank goodness. I can still walk, I can still talk, you know, still move around, still do what I need to do from day to day. And that's a blessing in itself. There's some people that can't even do those things. There's a song that say, count your blessing, name them one by one. If you only look at What's not a blessing? You may think it's not a blessing. If you only look at those things, you're going to be very unhappy. You have to think on the happy things, the things that is good that is in your life. You have to. So I'm going to plant cayenne pepper after that, and then my Thai pepper, hot pepper, chili pepper, hot lemon pepper, and in this tray is only one pepper can fit in here. The rainbow blend sweet pepper, bell pepper, is only one can fit in it. Maybe I'll put it in the other tray. And then after I plant all of them, I come back to you guys. So I filled all of the pea moss. I don't know what to call these, the pea moss. I fill them all up. So what I'm gonna do next, because it's already have water already in it, I'm just gonna spray it with a water bottle. And then I'm gonna cover them, move them behind me, and put them on the metal tray, the metal stand. But before I do that, I'm going to put the heating mat underneath it. And just keep an eye on it to make sure they don't dry out. And hopefully they will start to sprout soon. The temperature is already starting to warm up already, so, and it's daylight saving, so it's more sunny outside. It's feeling a little bit more like early spring. The snow is starting to melt, so the temperature in my apartment should start to rise soon, which will encourage growth. So I want to do the same thing for this tray. It's the same size tray. I'm going to plant some stuff in it. But I have to I have to put water in it for it to expand. Then after it expands, then I can start filling them up. I can start filling it with seeds. And then I'll show you that process next. So I'm going to cover this. Going to let it expand. Going to put it at the side. I need to do this too with the smaller one, and I'm going to plant herbs in it. And I bought this strawberry kit. I bought this strawberry kit from the dollar store. I don't know how many strawberry seed is in it, but I'm gonna sprout it. I need to fill it up with water too and let it expand. I actually bought the same kit too also last year from the dollar store. And I think out of 4 strawberry, 2 survive. And then I brought in the 2 strawberries, and from that one, only 1 survived. I'm going to show you it. It's actually producing flowers now. I need to put it in a different container. Hopefully I have time to do that sometime next week. It's growing beautifully. Just need to remove some dead leaves. And where is the flower? I saw a flower in it. Oh yeah, here it is. So it's gonna produce strawberries soon. So you could tell that the strawberry know that when spring weather is around. So because normally they start to produce strawberries in the spring. So spring should arrive soon. So I guess I'm gonna have some strawberry growing indoors. I should show you guys one of my pepper plants that I brought indoors. It produced a pepper plant fruit, and I let it ripe up on it. I should show you the fruits. Just 1 second. So it produced this cute little fruit. I want to save the seed from it and use it, plant it again. So that's what I'm going to plan to do. So I'm going to put the seeds that I sow already. I'm going to put them in this container. It has little drawers in here. Oh, and I also wrote the last frost of May. I wrote the date for the last frost. So in the area I'm living is May 26th. And the last frost in October for this year will be October 14. Oh, I just remember I should plant, yeah, maybe I will do that today or tomorrow. I should plant some other things that I just remember I needed to do that too. I think I'll do those tomorrow and I'll show you guys. I just focus on these one that I have right now. So I'm going to put these seeds inside because I sow it. So I'm just drinking my ginger bug soda. I mix it with some fruits and stuff like that. I don't remember exactly what ingredients I used to make it, but it tastes really good. My throat get a little bit dry when I start talking. I bought this in the grocery store, and I was wondering why this was so expensive. I know it said it's 72 cell that is in it, but I didn't count the tray. So it's actually they actually 2 tray that comes in the package, and it has these PMOS starter. It has these one in it, and I really surprised at how many that is in it. And it has these tray to put them in. To collect the water. This is really cool that it has a double tray to collect the water. I had to show you guys that because That's really neat. So I guess for the price, it's worth it for that. And then it has a little sticker that you can maybe write the date on it. Maybe that's what it's for. And it has these little charts for each cell. So it said 36 growing pallet. So that's what it's called, pallet. And for each side, it's say A, B, C, and D. And then in each row, you could write what exactly you're going to plant. So this year, I'm planning on planting a lot of herbs. So let me see if I will be able to plant about 72 different herbs. And then it has the covering like this. So now I'm going to fill both of them with water. And then I'm going to write down what herbs that I want to plant. Most herbs have very shallow root at the beginning because they grow very slow. So this side trays is okay for that. They're not too deep. Oh, wait a minute, there's one pallet that's missing. Just realized that now. One of them don't have any pallet in it. Oh, here it is. No, it doesn't have any. There's a pallet that's missing for this one, but I guess I could fill it up with seed starters, soil that I made the other day. If you guys want to know how to make your own seed starter, you can check out my playlist and check out under, I think, tips for, I write down the title for you guys to search, how to search for that one. I write it down on the screen so you guys know what it is. So I'm just going to fill them each one with water to make it expand. And in the meanwhile, while it's expanding, I'm going to write down on the chart what I'm going to plant in each row. So these tray, they have about like 36 tray. Oh, I found the other pallet. Oh, that's good. So whatever they use in here, I think it's pea moss, or it could be cocoa pea. They expand. So I'm breaking them up a little bit. Some more. And then after I break them up a little bit more, I'm going to put the seeds in there. I'm going to show you the package of seeds that I decided to grow. So on the chart, I put number one on one chart and number 2 on the other chart. And then I put the tape again. I put the tape again at the front. And on the tape I wrote number 1 and number 1 C and number 2 C to let me know which side to face it, because at the bottom here it has C right here. So that will let me know that I need to face the tray like this, C. And when I face it like this, I know what is in each row. So I'm going to show you what packages I decided to plant in these little trays. The second tray, I didn't fill it up completely. What I'm going to do with the second tray, I'm going to plant more basils later on, sometime in April. A different kind of basil, the ones with the bigger leaves. So I left space for those to put the basil in. So these two rows, I'm gonna just fill it up with broadleaf basil, these 2 rows. And the other 2 rows, I'm gonna put different kind of replant the same kind of basils again in April. So I'm gonna leave those rows empty. So when that time comes, I have to refill it again with water and then put the seeds in there. So the first tray, I'm going to, let me fix them in order. The first tray, I'm going to put lavender, chamomile, I always call it caramel, I don't know why, it's caramel flower, dill, I'm going to put poppy, I'm going to put marigold, and I'm going to put cosmo. And then I'm going to also put these, I guess it doesn't matter in which order I tell you. I'm just going to tell you just like that. I'm gonna plant chive. This one says chive garlic, so I guess it have more like a garlic flavor. And I'm gonna plant this kind that's a chive, but I noticed the flower is different color from this chive. So one is, the color of the chive is white. I planted this one by seed in my garden in Ontario, and it outlasts every season. It grows, it just continue coming up, and it never dies. It survived the weather that I was living in Ontario. And I guess I never planted this one, but I had this package for a while too. So this one is a purple one. It produced purple flowers. I never planted this one before. Or maybe the seed did not come up. I don't know what happened. And so I'm gonna plant tarragon. I don't know exactly what this herb tastes like, but I want to plant it this year. I'm planning on planting a lot of herbs this year. I'm going to plant the sweet, I'm just going to show you guys it. I don't want to pronounce it wrong. I'm going to plant this kind of herb. I don't know exactly what it tastes like. I think it tastes more like oregano, but a lighter flavor. I'll find out once it starts to grow. The thing with most of these herbs and flower, they grow very slowly. I'm going to plant curly parsley. I'm going to plant oregano and sage. I planted this already, the sage already in Ontario by seed, and I gave away, I planted I think 4 seeds, and all 4 of them came up, and they produce beautiful flowers on it, and they grow beautiful after the second year. And then last year I gave away two of the sage plant, and the other 2 sage I left it in my garden bed in Ontario. I gave away that garden bed to somebody. It's such a beautiful plant. There's so much health benefit from this herb. It's so spicy. It's so good for you. It's very powerful, and it survived the weather in Ontario. It comes up every year, and it produces beautiful flowers. I'm gonna plant the regular parsley. I'm gonna plant thyme and lemongrass. I planted this by seed before, but it grows very slow, and eventually it died. I don't remember what was the reason why it died, but I'm gonna try again this year. And I'm gonna plant stevia. I wasn't kidding when I said I'm planting a lot of herbs. I'm gonna plant lemon basil and holy basil. There's many different kind of basils. And then later on again in April, I'm gonna replant these basil again. So I have a continual supply of basil coming in. I just love basil. Basil is one of my favorite herbs to grow. So anyhow, you guys, I think I'm just gonna show you guys these things right now that I'm planning to plant. In the next video, I'll tell you more about other things I'm going to plant. Talk to you another day. Bye. Have a good day.